Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who picked Vince Pichel to defeat Rustam Khabilov. And I'm here to talk about Commonwealth Kirk versus Esteban Ribovic. Ribovic making his return here. He's 27 years old, 11-1 as a pro, and he's got the same height as Kirk, but he's somehow giving up 6 inches of reach to 29-year-old Commonwealth Kirk, who's got a record of 12-5. Kirk, he's got 11 finishes in his 12 wins, 5 by TKO or knockout, 6 submissions, and 1 decision. And his 5 losses come 1 by knockout, 1 by submission, and 3 by decision. He lost to 2 solid regional fighters and Bruno Souza by decision. And lost mostly on volume. The Bruno Souza fight I saw, he lost mostly on volume and was being tagged with counters. Damon Jackson is the guy that submitted him. We saw that one, somewhat recently, a year or two ago. And Damon Jackson dominated him, got him out of there with an arm triangle in round 2. And Billy Quarantillo got him out of there in round 3, tamed him. Had a rough first round, but then did the Billy Quarantillo thing and beat the shit out of him. Probably should have gotten a second round stoppage, but made it happen in round 3. So Kirk's been defeated, but to solid guys, and that's not counting his win over Makwan Amirkhani, which was a bad decision in my opinion, very bad decision. But that's still his most impressive win on paper. He did beat Makwan Amirkhani. It was a close enough fight, and the decision went his way. He also beat Kevin Kroom by triangle in round 1. I'm sure Tim Elliott's happy about that. Daniel Swain, he TKO'd him in round 2, put him into literal retirement. Guy retired between rounds. Commonwealth Kirk is good. He's good everywhere, on the feet and on the ground. I'd say he's a better grappler, but he still can bang. So, he's a Hawaiian guy. They can all bang. But here he's moving up in weight to take on Esteban Ribovic, who really impressed me in his UFC debut and before he made it to the UFC. Not that he was on my radar, but I researched him for the Rajabov fight. Which, speaking of which, that's his one loss. He lost to Loic Rajabov. He just wasn't able to stop that tank from bullying him, pretty much. And Rajabov is, a big monster. But Ribovic was still very much in that fight, and under pride rules or whatever. No, but he definitely did some damage. Had him out of there in almost out of there in round 2. Body shot, and then had him face plant and was all over him, but he still couldn't get him out of there. And we've seen that body shot in multiple fights of his. The body shot against Jose Zarauz, TKO'd him in round 3. I don't think it goes down as a body shot, but I watched it this week. The body shot is definitely what froze him. Guy really has really good striking, really powerful hooks. Knocked out that guy on the Contender Series, Thomas Powell. That was fucking brutal. Went through him like a buzzsaw. And he is a very good submission artist. He's a very good submission artist. As of late, when he's been fighting better competition, he's been getting it done with the strikes. But his first 5 of his first 6 victories are by submission. 3 of them by Kimura, 1 Americana, 1 inverted triangle, which wasn't due to strikes. It was the triangle that got it done. He's definitely a really good top game submission artist, a really good Kimura. And if you get him down, the Kimura is still his best weapon. He loves that Kimura, not just to submit you, but to sweep you. It's something I noticed when researching his fights. He's heavy on that Kimura, and it's something I don't think, until it really fails him, I don't think we're going to see him go to anything different. Some guys just, that's their thing. I'm going to hit the switch. His thing is right to the Kimura grip. And on the feet, I really like him on the feet. Really like him. I think he's coming and doing his own as a striker. Again, the majority of his wins by strikes are in the latter portion of his career as of now. And I expect him to win this fight. I expect him to be too big, too strong, and too tough to dominate on the ground. Where if a Commonwealth Kirk is able to wrangle him, he's not able to sustain the pressure, not able to win the wrestling battle, make it a wrestling battle. And I think Esteban Ribovic will find his home on the feet, and he's going to take over the fight. Kirk, it's not like he has a weak chin. Against Billy Quarantillo, he faded and was overwhelmed and rocked, certainly. But it's not like he was just one shot killed. But I do think Esteban Ribovic, he's got the chance to one shot kill him. And even if he doesn't, I expect him to somewhat duplicate that Billy Quarantillo performance. Billy Quarantillo, again, almost had him out of there in round 2, the very end, kind of like Ribovic almost had Luik Rajabov out of there. And Ribovic, even though he let round 3 go because, again, he was being bullied by that fucking monster, just ripping him to the mat. But he's dangerous, very deep into the fight. And got that third round Kimura over Juan Jose Ibanez. Round 3 Kimura. That's probably his best Kimura win there. But he's got good cardio. I expect him to be the last man standing, as I like to say, and I expect him to get the finish. I liked his money line when he was at minus 190. Now it's at minus 145. Reminds me of Tabitha Ricci a few weeks ago. I really like Esteban Ribovic. That's my pick and my bet. As for a finish or decision, I guess I'd be inclined to go with finish because he's never won a decision. But Kirk, most of his losses come by decision. I could see this one going either way. So I'm just really playing his money line. Minus 145. My heart is totally into that. I like this guy and he's my pick. Like, share, subscribe, all that horseshit. Check out my other videos.